To be in your presence, to sit at your feet, where your love surrounds me and makes me complete. This is my desire, oh Lord, this is my desire. This is my desire, oh Lord, this is my desire. To rest in your presence, not rushing away, to cherish each moment. Here I would stay. This is my desire, oh Lord, this is my desire. This is my desire, oh Lord, this is my desire.
A blessed good morning and welcome to our devotions for today, Monday. This is the first week of Advent. It is a time of preparation in one sense, but it is also a time of readiness. And so our theme for this week is a collection of phrases: be awake, be mindful. We're seeking to be present during this time. We're seeking to be present at all times in our journey in this world, in order that we may not miss any of the opportunities that the Spirit brings for us. So I invite us, as we go into this time of devotion, that we be mindful of the fact that Advent sets the tone for our year, and it is intended that these thoughts, these ideas with respect to how we should be in the world, these are intended not just for the season of Advent, but for the entire year. There's always a coming, and we must be mindful of that coming. So this morning we take some time then to engage that sense of presence, and we move into a time of stillness. We adore thee, O Christ, and we love thee. We breathe intentionally, bringing our focus into our heart space. Engaging at this time with the inner being, with that inner space. We allow ourselves simply to be. We allow ourselves to be present. Present to everything around us. We are aware. We are awake. We are here. It's important for us to be here in this moment. So we allow the divine light to be present to us. And we allow our hearts to be filled with gratitude. Just simply be aware. Be aware of this moment. Before stepping out into our world. Just being still. And simply allowing for the presence. And breathe in with that presence. Knowing that in this moment, we are with the divine. In this moment, we have all that we need. We lack nothing. When Jesus and the disciples had come near Jerusalem, Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, "Go into the village ahead of you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, just say this: 'The Lord needs them,' and He will send them immediately." This took place to fulfill what had been spoken through the prophet, saying, "Tell the daughter of Zion, look, your king is coming to you humble and mounted on a donkey, and on a colt, the foal of a donkey." The disciples went and did as Jesus had directed them. They brought the donkey and the colt, and put their cloaks on them, and he sat on them. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and that followed were shouting, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest heaven. When he entered Jerusalem, the whole city was in turmoil, asking, "Who is this?" The crowds were saying, "This is the prophet Jesus from Nazareth in Galilee."
Lord, I come to you. Let my heart be changed, renewed, flowing from the grace that I found in you. And Lord, I've come to know the weaknesses I see in me will be stripped away by the power of your love. Hold me close, let your love surround me. Bring me near, draw me to your side. And as I wait, I'll rise up like the eagle, and I will soar with you. Your spirit leads me on by the power of your love. Lord, unveil my
As we begin this time of reflection, as we focus on the new year rolling out before us, a new church's year, and in a sense the new year, the new calendar year as well. Just in a few days we will be into 2024, and we'll be exploring what that year has in store for us. The invitation from the church really is to be present, to be awake, to be mindful. These words come to us in a way that seeks to help us to recognize the importance of knowing that it is only when we stay in the present moment that we can in any way deal with all that comes at us in this world. There is such a tremendous sense that we have of seeking to focus not on the moment, but either on the past or the future. Advent is perceived as the coming, and more often than not we think of this coming in terms of the end of time. The images coming out of the book of Revelation that speak of the second coming. But what of the moment by moment coming? The moment by moment engagements in our lives where we have to wrestle with this journey of ours. What of that? What attention do we give to that? Because I believe it is these small steps, these momentarily engagements that in a sense add up to the fullness of that coming. So we're then asked then to pay attention to all that is taking place around us. We're being asked to pay attention to ourselves, to find out what's happening to us in each moment. We're invited to be on our guard, guarding our thoughts, guarding our words, being mindful. What is it that I'm about to say? What is it that I'm about to do? Being mindful of ourselves in every moment. Because it's so easy to become absent-minded, to forget, to let go of this moment and instead dwell in the past. There is a real sense that when we are able to stay in the moment and speak from the moment, we can impact all that is yet to come. If you look at the reading this morning, Jesus, in that sense of presence, says to his disciples, "Go into the village, and you will see a colt and a donkey. Untie them and bring them to me. And if anyone asks, just say, the Lord has need of them." We will listen to this passage and we will say, well, this is Jesus. But we must always be mindful of the fact that if nothing else, Jesus constantly gives us the idea that his journey is but an example of what our journey is and can be. So Jesus, in his sense of presence, is able to predict, give guidance to something that will happen very shortly. And he says so with confidence. We can only do that in the present moment. Jesus couldn't do that if he was lingering on the past or if he was wondering if this might be possible. Jesus speaks from a place of knowing. He acts as a co-creator with the divine. He brings about a circumstance that is needful for him. And this is where we are. We stand in the present moment. And as much as we find ourselves drifting from here to there, the reality is that if we learn to develop the ability to stay present, to stay awake, we can call things into being, because that is a given for us as a human being. We can call things into being. But we can't do that from the past or from the future. We can only do it from the now. It is in the now that our power lies, because in the now we are one with God, and we are able from that place to join with God in the work of salvation and redemption. So the invitation as we begin this journey into a new year is the practice of mindfulness, the practice of being awake, wakefulness, practice of presence. If we're able to do this, we will see how this year unfolds as something that we ourselves have taken responsibility for, and we will see the hand of God throughout the year. Watch, be awake, be mindful, be present.
Let me see your face.